Welcome back to News and Books. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're diving into one of the most talked about stories in global aviation right now, the growing crisis surrounding the Airbus A220 fleet and the engine problems that are grounding nearly half of these aircraft worldwide. The A220 was once hailed as the future of efficient regional travel, quiet, modern, and cost-effective. But recent reports suggest that up to 15% of all A220s are grounded, and that number could nearly triple in the coming months. So, what went wrong, and what does this mean for airlines, passengers, and the future of the aircraft itself? Joining me today to unpack it all is Nikki, our aviation analyst and industry watcher. Let's start from the beginning. The Airbus A220, originally known as the Bombardier C Series, was designed to revolutionize short and medium-haul flights. It promised fuel efficiency, lower emissions, and a comfortable passenger experience, all powered by the Pratt & Whitney PW1500G geared turbofan engine, a technological marvel in its own right.
Exactly, Eric. When the A220 entered service, it was considered a game-changer. Airlines like Air Baltic, Delta, Swiss, and Air Canada quickly adopted it. The engine's design, using a reduction gearbox to allow the fan to spin slower than the compressor, made it quieter and more efficient. For a while, it worked beautifully. But now we're seeing the downside of introducing revolutionary tech before it's fully matured.
Right, and that downside is becoming painfully clear. According to multiple reports, the PW1500G engines are facing premature wear and cracking, especially in the high-pressure turbine and compressor areas.
Yes. The root cause appears to be a contaminated powder metal, used in manufacturing some of the critical components. This leads to microscopic cracks forming faster than expected. Combine that with the environmental stress from constant high-temperature operations, and you get engines that need servicing much earlier than planned.
And these are not quick fixes. Airlines are having to ground jets for weeks, sometimes months, waiting for replacement parts or refurbished engines.
Exactly. And with Pratt & Whitney already struggling to meet global demand for engine repairs and spares, the entire maintenance supply chain is stretched thin.
Let's talk about the numbers. Roughly 15% of all A220s, that's about 40 aircraft, are grounded right now, but the bigger shock is that an additional 42% are expected to require urgent inspections or engine replacements in the coming months.
That's right, and it's not just the A220. Pratt & Whitney's geared turbofan issues are also affecting A320neo family aircraft. But the A220, because of its smaller fleet size, feels the pain more acutely.
Some airlines have even begun phasing out their A220s altogether. Others are leasing older jets to fill the gap.
Airlines like Air Baltic and Swiss, which rely heavily on the A220, have had to adjust schedules, cancel flights, and delay route expansions. For smaller carriers, this kind of disruption can be devastating to both finances and reputation.
What's striking here is how interconnected the aviation industry really is. A single supplier issue, in this case powder metal contamination, can ripple through the entire global network.
Absolutely. The aviation supply chain is like a delicate ecosystem. When one link, say an engine part, becomes unreliable, it affects manufacturers, airlines, leasing companies, and even passengers. We're seeing longer flight delays, maintenance bottlenecks, and an overall shortage of available aircraft, just as air travel demand is rebounding after the pandemic.
It's ironic. After years of grounded fleets during COVID, airlines are now being forced to ground planes again, but for a completely different reason. So, what's being done about it?
Pratt & Whitney says it's ramping up inspections, investing billions in new manufacturing processes, and redesigning components where necessary. But realistically, the timeline for a full resolution could stretch into 2026 or even 2027.
That's a long time in aviation years. Meanwhile, Airbus faces the challenge of managing customer expectations and making sure this doesn't dent confidence in the A220 program long-term.
Exactly. Airbus has a lot riding on the A220. It fills a crucial niche between regional jets and larger narrow bodies like the A320. The airframe itself isn't the issue, it's the engines. Once Pratt & Whitney stabilizes supply, the A220 could still fulfill its promise.
So, for the average passenger, what does this mean?
In the short term, travelers might see more flight cancellations or substitutions. An A220 route might suddenly be operated by an older A319 or Embraer jet. Airlines are trying to maintain schedules, but the unpredictability is real.
And for airlines, this is a financial headache. Idle planes don't make money, but maintenance bills still pile up. Some carriers are even suing or renegotiating terms with Pratt & Whitney to recover losses.
Exactly. It's a tough spot. Airlines have to choose between grounding aircraft now or risking operational safety and reliability later.
So, Nikki, stepping back, do you think the A220 program can recover from this?
Yes, but with scars. The A220 is still one of the most efficient and comfortable jets out there. Once the engine issues are resolved, it could regain airline trust. But it's a reminder that innovation in aviation always carries risk.
Well said. The story of the A220, from Bombardier's bold gamble to Airbus's global rollout, is far from over. But for now, it's turbulence ahead for one of aviation's most promising aircraft.
And hopefully, a smoother climb once those engines get the care they need.
You've been listening to News and Books. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping technology, transport, and our world. Until next time, I'm Eric, and this has been your look inside the skies of tomorrow.